Okay, good morning, guys. How are you doing today? Good morning, online. Online, good morning. Hi, Sarat, Venu, Divya, Srestha. Yes, I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Okay. By any chance, did you complete yesterday's practical? Done, na? Done. Very nice. So it's really interesting, no? Setting up VPC, right? Connecting and all. So those who have not done, so please take time and then do it. So I gave all the steps also. So have you done with steps, without steps? Practicals with steps only, yeah. Okay. So the good thing here is today we'll be setting up 2 times again this VPC. This time you should tell me, right? You should tell me, I'll be creating it. Okay. So today's topic is VPC peering. What is that? VPC peering. So let me share my screen. Can you please confirm? Can you see my screen? Can you hear me well online? Okay, thank you. Okay, Dana. So what we're gonna do is today, whatever we did yesterday, setting up the VPs and all, I'll be putting it that the entire architecture in diagrammatic format. Okay. So yesterday we set up VPC or not? This is the VPC. In which region? Mumbai VPC. And what is the cider of Mumbai VPC? Louder. 192, 168, 00/16. So this is the cider. So in Mumbai VPC, we created Mumbai VPC. How many subnets did we create yesterday? 2 subnets. What are those? Public subnet and private subnet. What is the cider of the public subnet? 190 to 168, 1.0/24. And how about what is this private another subnet? 2.24. And the first one I call it as what subnet, Nana? Public subnet. And second one I call it this as private subnet. Why I call it as public subnet? Because this is routing to internet gateway, and this one is routing to NAT gateway. And then what we did, we launched one EC2 instance here in public subnet. And what is that machine called? Bastion. This is EC2. And then we have launched one more EC2 instance here. And what is this called? Some private server. Okay. And then we are sitting over here with the laptop. So now tell me, is it possible to connect from your laptop to the private subnet directly? Answer is no. How do you need to connect? Huh? I'm asking from your laptop. If it is from laptop, how do you connect? So need to go to Bastion, and from Bastion you connect to the Bastion first, and from Bastion you will be connecting to the private server. This is what we have discussed. This is what we have learned yesterday. Yes or no? This is through in the diagrammatical format. Whenever you see this diagram, this is called architectural diagrams. What is that? Architectural. Whenever you see this diagram, can you easily go and do the practicals on this? Can you go and set it up, implement? Yes, easily you can implement. So like this, you connect. Like this, you can connect. So this is your laptop or it is from internet. Okay, so this is what we did yesterday. And today, what we're gonna do is we'll take another VPC. Today, we'll take another VPC. This VPC, this VPC can be in the same region or it can be in a different region also. This VPC can be in the same region or it can be in a different region. How many VPCs can you create per region? 5, no? So can you have multiple VPCs in one region? Yes, but by default, 2 VPCs can talk to each other. By default, 2 VPCs. So now I'm setting up another VPC, let's say complete in another region. Which region? Oh, okay, Ireland. So this is Ireland VPC. Nana, tell me the CIDR of Ireland. But remember, whenever, if you want to do the peering, if you want to do the peering, the VPC CIDRs should be unique. VPC CIDR should be unique. Is it possible to have the same CIDR VPC peering? Is it possible to have same CIDR VPC peering? Answer is no. So the VPC CIDR should be unique. VPC CIDR should be unique. So for that, I have 192, 160. Instead of 8, can I have 9 range? 00/16. Now tell me, these 2 CIDRs are unique or same? Unique. So please remember, by default, 2 VPCs will not talk to each other, right? 2 VPC will not talk to each other. If required, we can make it communicate with each other using the concept of VPC peering. For the main constant, the main condition for VPC peering is the CIDR should be unique. So please write down heading VPC. VPC, for VPC peering, CIDR should be unique. For VPC peering, CIDR should be unique. For VPC peering, CIDRs should be unique. For VPC peering, CIDR should be unique. Okay. So I took Ireland VPC. In Ireland VPC also, we will create how many subnets? We'll create 2 subnets. Chitty, see here. Can you tell me the CIDR of the subnet? Yeah. 192. Excellent. 192, 169.1.0/24. What is another subnet? 192, 169.2.0/24. So the first one we call it as what subnet? This is called public subnet. And this is called private subnet. And as this is routing to IGW and this is routing to NAT. Okay, now see. Now what I do, I launch one EC2 instance here in private subnet. Where in Ireland? Private subnet. I call it as EC2. I call it as Ireland private server. Okay, Nana, see here. Listen, see this architecture. See this architecture. In Ireland VPC, I created 2 subnets. What are those? Public subnet, private subnet. So in the private subnet, I have launched one EC2 instance. Where? In which subnet? Private subnet. In which subnet, Nana? Private subnet. Okay. Now, from your laptop, can you directly connect to the private subnet? So from your laptop, can you directly connect to your private subnet here? Answer is no. But my question here is, I don't want to connect from my laptop here. See here, see this. From laptop, I'll be connecting to the Bastion. From Bastion, I'll log into the private server. From here, I want to connect to other region, other VPC, that to private subnet, private server. Is that possible? Generally, is that possible? Other VPC guy will just give a big slap because it is two different regions completely, two different VPCs completely. That too, you are connecting from private to that another VPC private. It is like just going like from your house to another house directly to bedroom. Not possible, correct? You want it possible? No. Your colleague's house, yeah? You can go, no? So now, let's say, for example, if you have your relative's house, can you go to relative's house? Yes, because you have the connection between both of your families. So here also, if you want to connect from one VPC private machine to another VPC private machine, by default, you cannot do it because two VPCs cannot talk to each other. If you want to make it communicate, what is the concept we should use? VPC peering. VPC peering. So I'll be connecting from here. I can connect to here using what concept, Nana? VPC peering. VPC peering. Understood? Yes, Priyanka. VPC peering. Understood, na? Okay, now tell me, do I require a Bastion server here? Not required. So my goal is, my aim is, my requirement is from one VPC private server to another VPC private server. I don't want Bastion. If it is Bastion, I can connect and I can connect to jump from here to here. I can connect, but I don't want that. From this private server to this private server, I can connect. I need to connect. So using the concept of what? VPC peering. You understand the concept? You understand the architecture? Clear? Okay. Now assume this is the EC2 instance. Can you tell me this? Can you tell me the IP address of this machine? Sample IP 192.169.2. Let's say 10. This is the IP address of this machine. So Nana, I need to do SSH from here to this machine. Yes or no? Listen this carefully. Carefully. Logic. Where I am now? In which server I am? Clearly tell. Mumbai private server. Which one? Mumbai private. I'm in my Mumbai private server. Mumbai CIDR is 192.168. Which one? 168. So now I'm in Mumbai private server. I'm connecting to 192.169. So from here, I'm connecting to here. Okay, now this machine is in which subnet? Private subnet. This machine is in which subnet? Private subnet. Mumbai private. This private subnet is associated to which routing table? Private routing table. In private routing table, all traffic is routed to NAT. Correct? No? So that meaning all traffic, meaning this traffic will also come or not? So this traffic, if you are doing SSH, this is going to NAT. From NAT, it goes to outside, no? Internet. It goes to internet. From internet, can you connect? From internet, can you connect to the another VPC private server? You understand the logic? I'm telling you again. So generally in the private, this is a private routing table. Private subnet is associated to the private routing table. In private routing table, all traffic is routed to NAT. From NAT, it is going to internet. So here this 192.162.10 also is going to the NAT. From NAT, it go out. From out through internet, will it go and able to connect to the another private server directly through internet? No way. So here your all traffic is routing to the NAT, but I don't want this particular traffic to route to NAT. I want this traffic to route to VPC peering. Then only this traffic will come like this. So once you set up two VPCs and set up the VPC, you need to do the routings in which routing table? Private routing table. In Mumbai private routing table, you need to give route of Ireland. Yes or no? You're getting it? In Mumbai private routing table, I need to give the route of Ireland. So here in Mumbai routing table, I need to add a route 192.169.0016 should be routed to VPC pairing. And in Ireland in Ireland private routing table, what I need to add? 192.168 opposite we need to. You're getting it? So for that reason, from here it will go to here, from here it will go to here. Is it clear? No, everyone is clear. Okay. So should we do these practicals on this? So I want you guide me. I'll keep on creating it. So how many VPCs we need to set up? 2 VPCs. Those who have not come yesterday, so for them it is again 2 times revision again, right? So let us go ahead and then create a VPC. Online, is this clear, Nana? Till here, Chitty? Online 39105. Okay. So how many VPCs we need to create? 2 VPCs. One in Mumbai, another one in. Ready? Let's go to which VPC? Let's go to Mumbai VPC. You tell me, Nana, fatafat I'll create. You know how to do it already, so I'll go fast. Okay. Okay. Tell me. Create VPC. Okay. Mumbai VPC. What is the CIDR? 192.168.0016. Okay. Give it default and click on create VPC. Next. Internet gateway. Create internet gateway. Call it as Mumbai IGW and then create. And then attach to VPC. Attach to which VPC? Mumbai VPC. Next. Very good. Which VPC? Mumbai VPC. Call it as public subnet. Which 1A? 192.168. 1.0 slash super. And then I'll add one more subnet here itself. What subnet is this? Private subnet. Which available is on? 1B. What is the CIDR? 192.168.2.0 slash 24. Click on create subnets. Next. Create NAT gateway. So on the left side, we have NAT and then click on create NAT and call it as Mumbai NAT. Which subnet? Very good. Which subnet? Public subnet. Public. Do we have elastic IP? No. Set up one elastic IP here automatically. Click on create NAT. Next. Route tables. Route tables. So how many route tables? 2. Create route table. Call it as public RT. Which VPC? Mumbai VPC. Create. And one more we need to create, no? Create route table. What is this? Private RT. So Mumbai VPC. Next, we need to add the routes, no? Select public RT. Where should I go? Routes, edit routes. Add route. All traffic routed to. This is public. Internet gateway. Subnet associations, which one? And then next, private, routes, edit routes, add route, all traffic to super. And then, cool. Now let's go in. Let's go to EC2 and create what? Before that, who will create security group? Huh? On the left side, click on security group. Create security group. Call it as Mumbai Security Group. Which VPC? Which one you like? Windows or Linux? Linux you want again? Okay. Linux meaning here SSH my IP. Remember this 32? What is the formula? 2 power 32 minus n. And then create. And then we need to add one more rule, no? Self. All traffic self. Add rule. All traffic. And then self. Which one? Mumbai security group. Save. And then we need to go and launch the EC2 instance. How many? 2 EC2 instance we launch. First one is Bastion server. Browse. Come on, be very energetic and interactive. Today, tomorrow, no Riya sir. Pre-tire. I think looks like the faces are little bit dull, because from tomorrow no classes are there for that reason. Okay. Okay, so click on Red Hat. So T2 micro and then 9am batch, edit, Mumbai VPC, which subnet? Public subnet, enable this, select existing security group, Mumbai security group, and then go ahead and then launch. We need to launch one more, no? Go there and launch instance. And I call it as Mumbai private server. Browse more AMIs. Retire. Select and T2 micro. Key pair is this. Edit it. Select the VPC. Which subnet? Very good. Public IP, disable, enable. Disable, select existing group, Mumbai, and then boom. Nice. So we have these machines now. Our left setup is ready. So should we go and set up the same thing in Ireland? So now we are doing it manually, no? We are doing setting up VPC, all these things we are doing manually, no? When you start learning DevOps, there is a tool called Terraform. What is that? What is that? Using this Terraform meaning it's a coding. Coding meaning it's not Java, Python, going and deeping and oops concepts, huge. No, not that much. It's easily understandable. So using Terraform, what you do is you create a templates. Terraform templates. You write a code. You write a code. So for the VPC, not only VPC, everything in AWS, everything can be automated. Everything can be automated. So you write a code. What is a VPC? The flow that I have taught you was VPC, internet gateway, private subnet, public subnets, NAT, everything. You write the code, keep the template ready, open it, boom, apply. automatically how many VPCs that you want to create, it will be created automatically. That is called infrastructure as a code. Which one? IAC, infrastructure as a code. Similarly to Terraform, in AWS also we have something called, remember, cloud formation. So cloud formation uses YAML language or JSON, these two. So I showed you one template, remember? So you take the template in cloud formation, create the stack, and then upload it, automatically VPC will get created. None of these templates, cloud formation templates, Terraform templates will be easily available in the internet. The template is already available. Code. What you take the code and modify according to your requirement. Like cider. Cider is common for everyone? No. Cider, modify it. Group names, modify it. Protocols, port numbers, modify it. So based on a requirement, and the key pair names, modify it. Based on requirement, you need to modify and then run the code like this. You will be learning in DevOps. Okay. So for now, what we need to do, we need to go ahead and then create it manually. So let's go to which region now? Ireland. Ireland. And let's go to VPC. On the left side, we have the VPC. Create VPC. Ireland, VPC. Cider. 192.160. 90016. Fantastic. Fantastic. Let's go and click on create VPC. Next. Ireland IGW. Create it, and then it's there already. So attached to which VPC? Ireland VPC. And one internet gateway can be attached to only one VPC. Remember that certification question. One internet gateway can be attached to only one VPC at the same time. One internet gateway can be attached to only one VPC at a time. Okay. Then, so attached. Next what? Next entity. Subnets. Create subnets. Which one? Ireland. Which subnet, Nana? Here. Public subnet. Which available is on? 1A. What is the CIDR? 192.169.1.0/24. Very good. And next here, private subnet. Which available is on? 1B. What is the CIDR? 192.169.2.0/24. Do you see the CIDR block? CIDR block. So they're all CIDRs. And click on create subnet. Next. Next, NAT. Create NAT. Call it as Ireland NAT. Which subnet? Which subnet? NAT should be in which subnet? Public subnet will be used for private subnet. But while setting up, you need to use public. Hila dunga. Right? So next here is select the public subnet, public, and we need to have one allocate elastic IP, and then click on create NAT. Okay, next. Next is route tables. So go and create a route table, call it as public RT, which VPC, align VPC, create, and then we need to create one more, call it as private RT. I think in your sleep also you'll be saying all these things. Yes or no? Really? That got habituated. Okay, next. Select this, routes, edit routes, add route, all traffic routed to internet gateway. Next, subnet association. Yes, Azamu. Next, select public subnet. So same thing, we need to do it for private routes, add routes, all traffic, NAT. Save. And then subnet associations. Which one? Private subnet. Save. Good. Now we need to go to EC2 and create one security group and then launch EC2 inside. Where? Bastion or private? Do we need Bastion? Not required. Super. So here security group, create security group and call it as Ireland security group. Which VPC? Ireland VPC. Here, which one? SSH, my IP. Create, and then we need to do self no. Edit, add all traffic to self. And then launch. I was doing fatafat like now you got habituated, no? When I was new, once I got the pulse of this VPC, I was sitting up like this in front of one big experienced AWS consultant. And he saw like this me and he said, "You Indians are like this only, huh?" He said, "Yes," he said, "once it is injected, non-stop, bullet train," right? But we just, how many on those days we created just like that, multiple companies, multiple architectures we did in few days, right? So you will also be one of them in future. Okay. So next launch instances and then Ireland private server. Okay. Next, browse. Creator. Red Hat. T2 Micro. And whoa, so many are there, but I need to see whether I have those PEM file. Any PEM file. Desktop. No PEM file. Should we create one PEM file here? Okay, na? Oh, where is that? So I don't have all these PEM files at the moment here. What I do, I create a new key pair and I call it as Ireland. Huh? Last day. Ireland. Okay, let's say Ireland PEM. Huh? So I click on create key pair. That is getting saved somewhere. Okay, next is edit. Which VPC? Ireland VPC. Which subnet? Private subnet. Disable. Select this. Which one? Ireland. So carefully you need to go ahead and then do this. Okay. Now is this clear what we did till now? Okay. Nice. Okay, so what we need to do now? So I'm in Mumbai. So first we need to connect to where? So first we need to connect to Baston. From Baston, we need to go to Mumbai. And from there, Mumbai, we need to connect to Ireland. That is the goal. Let's do. Let's connect to Mumbai, Baston. Hold. Okay. 240. Credentials. Browse. And 9 a.m. Boom. It's connecting. So our architecture is correct. So EC2 minus user. You tell me, Nana. Sudo hyphen S. Next. ఎందుకు ఏం? Oh, we need to connect to where? Which Mumbai? Private server. How do you connect? Using command only, no? So we need to copy that command. Select the Mumbai private server. Connect. Which one? Here is there, no? Copy this, paste it. But it is expecting what? PEM file. So we need to create a PEM file, no? How? VI PEM. Go to which mode? Insert mode. And then open that 9M batch. Carefully copy and then paste it. And then save it. How to give the permissions now? How to give read permissions? CH mode 400 9 a.m. This. And then can I connect it now? Let's connect. It's able to connect? Yes. So where are we now? 192.168.2.206. What is the 2.206? Which private server? Mumbai private server. So where I am now? I'm in my Mumbai private server. Do you see this here? 2.206 is Mumbai private server. So now I am in my Mumbai private server. Clear. And I need to elevate the permissions now. Sudo minus. Yes. Where I am now, Nana? Everyone say Mumbai private server. Where I am now? Mumbai private. From here, I need to connect to where? Ireland. So we need to get that command, SSH command. So where should I go? Go to Ireland EC2. Select this and then connect. And I got this SSH. I paste it here. Logic, you are connecting it. But here it is expecting what? PEM file. Just now we created PEM file, no? So we will create that PEM file again. VI Ireland PEM.pem. This one. Go here, insert, and then just now we created this, no? Copy and then paste it, save it. And we need to change the permissions. Give the permissions. CH mode 400 Ireland PEM. Good. We are ready. So this will connect now. Will this connect now? No, huh? This will connect now? It will not connect. Why? Peering. If there is no peering, how it will connect? If there is no peering, how will connect? So what we need to create now? Peering connection we need to create. Okay, now peering from where to where? Mumbai to Ireland, Ireland to Mumbai? Mumbai to Ireland. So now I need to go to which console? Mumbai, Ireland? Mumbai. Go to Mumbai, VPC. On the left side, do you see peering connections? Yeah, the PEM file is fine, no? PEM file is fine. But once you're done, you can delete it, Harsha. So click on peering connections, and then create peering connection. And I call this as Mumbai se Ireland जाने वाली गाड़ी, right? Mumbai to Ireland peering. Okay. Okay. Peering meaning source to destination should be there, no? Who is the source here? Which VPC? Select Mumbai VPC. I told you, Nana, see here. VPC peering can be done in the same account. I mean, same region, other region, same account, another region, same region. Anywhere you can do peerings. VPC peering can be done anywhere. Please write down your book. VPC peering can be done. VPC peering can be done in the same region, same account. Same region, same account, comma. Different region, same account. Different region, same account. Another region, different account. Another region, different account. Enough. Another region, different account. So basically, VPC peering can be done anywhere. Okay, no? Okay, see here. Now tell me, I have selected the source and destination is my account or another account? My account only. This region or another region? Another region. Which region? Select our Ireland, Papa. And then here it is asking for what? VPC ID. So here, which VPC ID is that? Accept. Meaning what? Ireland. So go to Ireland guy and then go to VPC, Ireland VPC. This ID is no VPC ID. Copy this and paste it here. So he is a requester and then acceptor. And then click on peering connection. Is it clear how to create it? Click on create peering connection. No, it's just like a Facebook friend request. So let's say generally you'll send a Facebook request, no? Right? And the other guy should be accept, no? Other guy should accept. Okay, see, now we need to go to where? Which console? Ireland. Where is it? Ireland. And in Ireland peering connection, we got it here. Pending acceptance. Select that and actions, and what you can do is accept. And you can reject also. Generally, we all send random Facebook friend request to someone, right? So what they do, they'll accept or reject. Experience, huh? Okay. So because here also, if other knows the VPC ID, so they can also send chumma request. Once you accept, khatam. Tata. Bye bye. So because VPC peering connection is established and then you can do whatever you want there. So not good. So let's go ahead and for now in real time, please check it. And then I click on accept and it will shows everything here and make sure everything is good and click on accept request. Okay, see here. Now provisioning active. Chite, VPC peering is done. Now will this connect? VPC peering is done. Will this connect? Huh? Where are we now? Mumbai private server. Mumbai private server is in which subnet? Private subnet. Private subnet is associated to which routing table? Private routing table. In private routing table, all traffic is routed to. But this is also come under all traffic only, no? So this traffic is routing to the NAT. Through NAT, can you connect to the Ireland private server? What we need to do? We need to go and add the new route, no? Where? Mumbai private route table. Very good. Small cell, barik, very thin logics, right? So here, let's go to Mumbai. Which routing table, Nana? Private routing table. And here, routes, edit routes, add route. Which traffic? 192, 160. 90016. Now you can give only 2.0 also. I can give the entire range also. Anything is fine. This one is need to route it to peering connection. You understand? So now the same thing need to be done in the Ireland also. So let's go to Ireland. Which routing table? Private routing table. Routes, edit routes, add route to. What is the range here? 190 to 168. Very good. 00/16. Route it to which one, Anna? Peering connection. Save. Now this will work. Yes? Sure? Huh? Okay, everyone online. Will this work? Okay, let's see. Done. It's not working. Why? Kaiku. Uh-huh. Who is that? If something you're not able to connect, what is the first thing that you need to check? Security group, no? I'll tell you the logic here. See. Nana, this EC2 instance is secured by security group. Yes or no? This EC2 instance also secured by security group. This is security group. This is security group. Okay. In this security group, we created the security. What security group we created? Mumbai security group. Here, Ireland security group. In Mumbai security group, what protocol we have allowed? SSH. And we use what source? Source. My IP. Source is my IP. My IP meaning my laptop IP, no? Yes or no? My IP meaning laptop. So now you are connecting from here to here. So what you're doing in Ireland, see here, in Ireland security group, there. In Ireland security group, I have allowed SSH from my IP. Yes or no? Yes or no? But I am connecting from this. Will this work? You understand the logic? I'm saying again. In Ireland security group, I have allowed SSH from my IP, from a laptop. But I'm connecting from Mumbai to here. So that meaning now I need to add one more rule, no, SSH. From which range? Mumbai range. So in Ireland security group, I need to add SSH from 190 to 168. And obviously, and this side also, I need to add SSH from 190 to 169. Should we do it? You understand the logic? So now I go to security group. I'm in Mumbai. And then Mumbai security group, inbound rules, edit inbound rules, add rule. Which protocol? SSH and what range? 190 to 160? 900 16. Save. And similarly here also in Ireland, let's go to security group. Ireland security group, inbound, edit, add rule, SSH. What range? 190 to 160, 800 60. Ah. Now, will this work? Hmm? क्या बोलते? Will this work? Ready? Nana, what you did? You set up your own VPC. You have set up another Ireland VPC. In there, you set up your own internet gateway, NAT gateway, subnets, routing tables, routes, subnet associations. You have launched EC2 instances, and you have deal with the peering connections. You have deal with the routing tables. See how much you have architected, right? If everything is good, then this should work. Let's see. And there we go. So we were in 192, 168. Now we are where? 192, 169. So from Mumbai private server directly we have now connected to Ireland private server. This is called VPC peering. So by default, two VPCs cannot talk to each other. If required, we can do it using the concept of VPC peering. Clear? Understood, everyone? Online, is this clear, Nana? Everyone? Super. Any questions? Super. Very good. That smile represents There's one question. Sir, can you tell me when VPC peering will be used in real time by company? Obviously, when this will be used, let's say I'm giving one real time example. You have production environment, dev environment. Which one? Production environment, dev environment. So production environment is in one VPC, dev environment is in another VPC. Now tell me, prod dev can talk to each other by default? No. But developers, what they did is they said, hey, AWS engineer, architect, I have lot of data in my dev environment. I have architected everything. Now I want to push that to production environment. Can you push it? Two VPCs can talk? No. What you need to do for that? Peering karke and then enable the permission so that he can talk to the production servers. One of the real-time requirement. Understood? Harshavardhan. Okay. Any other questions? Okay. If not, so this is what till here I have promised that I wanted to deliver. So with this being said, the AWS course has been completed successfully. And but I would like to give you one extra, right? You always tell, no, sir, you do the extras. So let's talk. There is one thing, but I don't want to go deep inside it. But remember, see here. See here, guys, everyone. What are all these circles? Are? This time, these are all VPs because we are talking about VPCs. These are all different VPCs. How many VPCs I have at the moment? I don't have space. That's the reason I put only 6 here. So in your real-time requirement, in your real time, your customer has to do the peering for this. You did. Next. This. Next. Next. You're getting it? Huh? You're getting it? How nasty it has become. Yes or no? I'm putting only 6. In real time, it might be 60 also. Who knows? Right? So instead of, okay, I'm not doing any black magic here. Uh, okay. So do you see this here? In real time, if you have so many VPCs and if you want to do the peering, 1 or 2, 3 maximum, you can do like this. But if you have so many peerings, if you want to do, AWS came up with a new feature that is called transit gateway. What is it, Nana? So here we have something called transit gateway. So transit gateway is what it does. It's like a hub for peering connections. So what does it is everyone will be connecting to the transit gate like this. And then you play with the routing tables. That's it. We played with routing tables, no? Adding, removing it, and then adding the particular range from here to there, there to here. So think carefully. And then I example, Sunila. Sunila. What, Sunila? Okay. I told you, VPC, maximum how many you can create? Sunil question is only 5 VPC, right? Here is 6 now. But I told you VPC peering can be done in the same account, another region, same region, anywhere in the global you can do it, no? So you might be having so many VPCs. In one region, Mumbai 6, 5, another region 5, another region 5. How many regions are there? 37 regions are there. How many accounts are there? So in future, there might be requirement like this where you can do the multiple peering connections, but you have a concept called transit gateway. You can utilize this in future if required. Okay, now? And also, I would like to give you one more hint. One more hint, which is not required, but I'm just giving you for out of affection. See here. Now, no, no. we did from AWS to AWS. Let's say you are here in the company. Where are you? In the company. Where are you, Nana? Here. This is a company. How are you connecting from your company to AWS? Excellent. Through what, Nana? VPN. Very good. Very good. So for every network, every VPC, every region, we have the VPN. Who will set up this VPN? Who will set up this VPN? Is the question. So if we both want to talk to each other, we both want to shake hand each other, if I take my hand like this, will it be shake hand? Will have we can do the shake hand? No, she needs to also take the hand and then we would do the shake hand. Then only the communication will establish. Yes or no? So here we have AWS and we have company. So that meaning we need to do the shake hand. No, company has to take the hand, raise the hand, and then AWS also need to raise the hand. They both need to shake hand. Then only the communication will establish. That is called VPN. So this work will be done by mostly 70% from the company side. On only 30% you need to do it from the AWS side. On AWS side, what you need to do, I'll tell you. See, in AWS side, what you need to first create it is VPG, Virtual Private Gateway. What is that, Nana? VPG. What is that? And then you need to and you need to create a customer gateway. What is that? VPG, Virtual Private Gateway, doesn't require anything. Go here. Go to here. Do you see here? VPG, Virtual Private. Go here and then just click on create, give the name and create it. That's it. You don't need to give any things here. Once that is created, now AWS side is there, company side is there. And AWS is sending a connection. That meaning your company to receive the connection, no? So there should be some IP address from the company side, right? There should be some IP address from company side. There should be some IP address from the AWS side. And those two IPs will make the tunnel. What it will become? Tunnel. Tunnel meaning VPN tunnel. What tunnel? VPN tunnel. So here, then we need to create here called customer gateway. What is that? For AWS, who is the customer? Your company. So company, you need to ask your network administrator, hey, Babu, hello, give me the IP address. Your network admin will give the IP address and create a customer gateway here. How? On the left side, customer gateway. Click on customer gateway, give the name, and do you see IP address? Whose IP address is this? Company IP address. Create it. Once you create it, then finally you need to create something called site-to-site VPN connection. What is that, Nana? Here finally you need to create a site-to-site VPN connection. So once you create this VPN connection, is very easy. Very easy. Click on site-to-site connection, click VPN connection, give the name. We created only what VPG, no, virtual private gateway, that will come here. Customer gateway we have created now, that will come here. And then just, I said no, tunnels are there, and then create it. Once you create this, what will happen is this download configuration will enable. Download this configuration and just give it to the company network admin. That's it. And he will set up the connection. So from AWS side, we set up everything and we give the entire information in the form of download configuration. And he'll take the download configuration from a company guy, network admin, and then he will set up the VPN from the company side to AWS. Understood? So this is a little bit extra information that I have given for you. It will be very helpful. Nana, is this clear? Online? Okay. So without any further delay, as I promised, my part is done on the AWS side, right? So as per your lot of requests, we will be going with few minutes of DevOps class in Ria sir style. Okay? You want? Yeah, sound. Ah, right. You can launch Venkata, Veera Venkata. It's easy, but it's a combination of many things. There is a something called AWS Workspace. Okay, let's take me that example. Mani Veera is asking, I told you, in AWS there are so many services. If you keep on asking it, right, sir, oh, this one, that one, sir, that starter, this starter, that, it's very heavy. But the thing is, AWS Workspace meaning, does AWS provide desktops? In our till course, till now we have learned, did anywhere I talked about desktops? No. So there is a concept called VDI, Virtual Desktop Interface. What's that? Virtual Desktop Interface. Just imagine you have a company and your company doesn't have budget to invest laptops and all. I need to have some virtual desktop. No, desktop. Everyone has. This is my desktop. This is a desktop. Everyone need to have, but now it is virtual desktop. Your laptops, your desktop will be on AWS. Where in which service you need to set up VDS? Workspace. Understood? So you need to go to the workspace there. It is a combination of multiple services. You need to just try to explore, investigate, and do it. Okay. Anyways, don't launch. It will cost money. Sir, VPN is charged AWS? Of course, VPN will be charged. Okay. So are you ready for DevOps? Okay, so keep that everything aside, whatever we have discussed, let's come into the DevOps. Close your books, enjoy the class. Okay. So I'll take two persons here. Okay. I'll take one boy, one girl. Hmm? Huh? Angry bird. Okay, who is he? Arif. Okay. इधर कौन है भाई? तो गोल गोल कर लेंगे. रानी अंट. So no, I want actual real names. Aarti. AART. Hi, Shai. Okay, Aarti. Arif Aarti. Names. Nice. Okay. So now, don't worry, you have nice long hair also. I don't put. Okay, so we have these two people, Anna. And they are working for which company? Our favorite company? Boom Company. And Boom Company has what website? Boom.com website. So these are celebrities of entire AWS course. Correct. Arif, Aarti. I think I might have used their names. Okay. So now, okay. Now, Arif is operations guy. Aarti is developer. Aarti is developer. Aarti is developer. Just a second. Okay. So Aarti is developer and Arif is a operations guy. So they are, and he who is here, manager is myself. Manager is I'm the manager. So I told Arif and Aarti, and I told Aarti, first of all, hey, Aarti, please develop a nice website for the company. She developed a nice website, powerful application she developed. So what she did was she developed that website and she gave to Arif to deploy on the server. Yes or no? So what Arif did, he went and set up one server. He went and set up one server, and then he put a application inside it. He put a application inside. Okay. Very good. And then he has given that URL boom.com to me, and then I have given to customer. Nicely working, very good. Just looking like a wow. It's good. Super good. So everyone is happy. I'm happy. Aarti is happy. Arif is happy. And customer fellow, that guy is also happy. And all of a sudden, website is not working. All of a sudden, website is not. To whom customer will ask first? Me only. So he called me and said, hey, your application is not working. Then immediately, you tell me now, whom I will call? Arifa, Artia. What? Girls, that's why. No. Who? Arif. Okay, let's say everyone said Arif. So I also went to Arif and said, hey, Arif, website is not working. Please check. And what he did was, Arif has logged into this machine. Arif has logged into this machine and checked. Server is working, everything is working fine. And he feel there is some problem with application. There is some problem with application. Arif said to me, Riya sir, server, everything is working fine. Looks like there is some problem with the application. You need to check with developer, Aarti. Then immediately I went to, hey, Aarti, please, can you please help me? And Aarti is a developer. Tell me now, is she will be interested to log into this machine? Tell me, yes or no? No. And she use all the developers will use a powerful word. And what she will tell, no? Riya sir, it is working in my local machine. Working on my local machine. Because she has developed everything in her local machine only, no? The same code she has given. The same code she has given to Arif, and Arif has deployed into the server. So she's telling to me, saying that check with Arif only. Then I went to Arif again and said, Arey bhai, Arif, do something. Sir, I told you, no, it is problem with application. Please check with Aarti. Then again I ran to Aarti and said, Aarti, please check it. Please log in. No, I'm not supposed to log into the servers. My everything, see, sir, every code is working. See, I open my laptop, execute. See, my code is running. It is not running on the server. What should I do? Aarti, then I went to Arif. Arif, Baba, do something. Arif said to Aarti. Aarti is pushing to Arif. Arif is pushing to Aarti. What's happening? Who is the most affected person? Yes or no? I'm the most affected person here. Meanwhile, customer called and asked, hey, is it resolved? I said, no. And customer, face, how does it look like? Angry bird, not angry bird. It's look like dangerous skeleton. Booth. Customers are always like that. You understand? So now, whenever I went to Aarti, Aarti is telling something on Arif, Arif is telling something on Aarti. Now, a super game will start. You know what is that game name? Blame game starts. Blame game. Blame game meaning what? Aarti is not doing properly. Code she is not correct. Arif is not working on the server properly. He don't know anything. So now here, so blame game starts. Aarti is telling to Arif, Arif is telling to Aarti. So I am the most affected person there. My customer is not happy. Now you think you are in my position. If you are in my position, what do you think? Generally think. Imagine you are the manager, customer is calling you, your website is down, but you are going to two persons, they are not responding. What will you do? What do you feel? What do you do? Tell me. Aarti doesn't know about server side. Arif doesn't know on application side. You're getting it. So what do you want? You want someone who need to do both the work. He need to do something on the development. He need to do something on the operations. And the combination of this is called DevOps. Dev plus operations is called DevOps. Right? So for this, so we have here developer and we have here operations guy. So this is dev and this is operations. So developers doesn't really bother about the operations. Operations guys really doesn't bother about the application. But I need someone who is the combination of these two. And these people are called DevOps people. You understand? So DevOps, I don't know how many of you have joined DevOps classes till now. Definitely, they might have not told in this kind of my style, but I'll make you clear what is this. Your entire DevOps 45, 50 days class in few minutes. Let's see, challenge, accepted. Okay, see now, DevOps is not a technology. DevOps is not a technology. It's a methodology. It's a methodology. Why? I'll tell you. You have time? No. Not whole day. Online people don't miss the class. Okay. If you miss this class, you will regret. I'm telling you. So initially, let's assume we are all working in the team. We are all working in the same team. So I'm the manager. You are all there. So we are all working we are working for a project. We are all working for a project. So initially, what we used to do is, customer gave one project to me. What I do, I have given that projects to you, developers, you are developing it. You develop a small code. You develop a small code. Or you keep on developing. I'm giving the requirement to keep on developing. And it has become a big work this much. Now what I do, I take this much big work, I go to customer and say, hey, customer, you told me, no, that project, see, this much big project I have done, please check it. And he'll say, Are, baapre, shit, I forgot to tell you something. This has not to be like this. Please change it. Abhi, oh, haule. We took these many months. Now you're telling to do the changes. How do I do? Entire coding is done. Entire dependencies are done. Entire lab, everything is done. Entire architecture is done. How can I change it now? Possible? If you accept also, again 6 months will happen to complete that work. That is called waterfall model. What model? Understood? Initially, we had a waterfall model. Later, after that, many people understood the problems, and what they decided is something called next process is like this. They have given the project, and we started doing the project, and then every week, whatever you guys have done as a team lead, I take that work and I'll show to customer. Aribo, customer, is this correct? What you're expecting is correct? Yes. Good. Next week, do the work. Show to customer. Any changes? Immediately do it. Can we do it immediately? Because only little bit has happened. So that is called, I'm not going deep here because that is not our topic. So that is called agile methodology. What's that? Agile. So in agile, we have different concepts. So experienced people might have known this concept called Scrum. What is that? Scrum. Scrum meaning basically there will be a Scrum master. Who is that? Scrum master. So I'm the head. You are all in the team. And what I do is to manage all your work, there should be one person, no? And that person is a Scrum master. What the Scrum master will do is he will talk to the manager and he will decide, he will divide the tasks, and this task will be assigned to individual persons. And he will say, hey, Babu, this task, please do it in 2 days. And we call it as sprint. What is that? The sprint will be for 1 week or 2 weeks, depend upon the company. So in this 2 weeks of sprint, customer will tell that, hey, in this sprint, this development should be completed. So team lead and scrum master, what they do is they will divide this task into individual multiple things, and individual persons will be assigned the task. And which tool they will use for this is Jira. What is that? Jira. What is the tool they'll use? Jira. So Jira is a tool where you create a tickets and you assign you assign the task by yourself, and you can validate how much time that you have worked on. Everything should be updated over there. And what the Scrum Master will do is, he will assign all these tasks to individual persons, and every day morning, before you start the work, you need to update to Scrum Master. Scrum Master will set up one call. We call it as daily Scrum. And every day morning, individual persons need to give the update. What update? What you did yesterday, what you're going to do today. And that work should be in line to the project. And that information will know by the Scrum Master. So this Scrum Master, what he do is he will manage all these things, and then he will complete that sprint, and he will inform to the product owner, that meaning manager, and manager will check with the customer. So this is the agile methodology. Sprint will come into picture. And now how do you do the development? How to do the operations? Now we have another methodology called DevOps. What is that? DevOps. DevOps is all about how to make your customers happy continuously. How to make your customers happy continuous. Let's say, for example, you are using iPhone 15. You have so many features, and you are iPhone lovers. And how to make you happy? By releasing new features. Yes or no? If Apple is continuously releasing new features, and it is getting new features in your phone, will you be happy or not? So there is something here, continuously you are delivering it. What is that? To continuously deliver, you need to integrate few tools, no? That is called continuous integration and continuous delivery, or continuous deployment. Let's talk about that. Is it clear till here, everyone? Okay, now we understood how the DevOps got introduced here, and let us know what is the job of DevOps, what he will be doing it. So this is, like, say, before I'm talking about on-prem. This is what? On-premises. This is on-premises. No, DevOps people are there. What these DevOps people will do, they will be connecting to the on-premises, and they will be doing all the work. Yes or no? Now, do we have on-premises? Everyone are migrating to where? Which cloud? Everyone are migrating to AWS cloud. And what these DevOps people are doing, DevOps people is not only for the on-premises. Now they have changed the direction to this. So whatever the job they are doing in on-premises, now they are doing on the cloud. And these people are called, this is called AWS DevOps with AWS. DevOps with AWS. Many people in the industry and many trainers, what they do is they'll say DevOps with AWS, DevOps is AWS. And many people will get unnecessarily, I should not talk about that. What they do is they will say DevOps with AWS. We'll teach AWS also, we'll teach DevOps also. Actually, the topic is DevOps. Why they'll teach AWS? Tell me, why they'll teach AWS? The trainer is DevOps trainer. Why he will teach AWS? Why he is introducing AWS? Because if you want to create servers, you want to install some tools, you need to have servers or not. And where he is creating the servers? In AWS. But that's why they call it as, and in DevOps class, what they do is they'll launch one EC2 instance and they call it as AWS. They'll create one bucket. They call it as AWS. We are doing DevOps in AWS, but that is not the right. DevOps, what is they're doing is good, but AWS also you need to learn in detail, like how you did with me. Once you are done with me, this AWS, Now you are complete in AWS, and then you do complete on DevOps. Then you have a complete career on AWS with DevOps. What you took is the right decision. Good. Okay, let's move. And what this DevOps people will do, I'll tell now. Nana, are you clear? Is this clear till here, everyone? Okay. So now this looks wonderful now. See. Now, in our AWS, where do you deploy all your applications? Where do you put your applications? EC2. Where? So I dragged that. That's why you got confused. Huh? So this is what? EC2. Where do you keep your applications? In the EC2. So, and what it is, this is application. Okay. By the way, before I'm going deeper into this topic, you need to promise one thing. I'll be touching the topics. Please don't ask questions. What is that? What is this? How do we do that? Because in few minutes, it's impossible to cover all those things, right? So just enjoy the class, okay? Okay, so now, Nana, here we have the EC2 instance, which has having the application. Assume this is version 1. Which one? Which application is this? Version 1 application. Nana, who will be developing the applications? Louder. Online, tell me, who are developing the applications? Developers. Developers will be developing the applications. So what these developers will do is, assume now we have few developers here. Okay. How many developers are there at the moment? 3. Why? Dev 1, Dev 2, Dev 3. So we have 3 developers at the moment. These developers has developed that application. And every time what the developers will do is they will develop new things. What is that? Now it is version 1. Definitely they'll create version 2 also, no? Yes or no? You have iPhone 15. So they will release one operating system. On top of it, they'll release new things, right? These new versions are there. New versions are there. Okay, now that new versions will be developed by these developers. Now tell me, all the development will develop by only one person, huh? All the entire application will be developed by only one person. Louder. No. So the entire project is distributed in multiple modules. Multiple modules. So I'll say that this guy is doing M1 module, this guy is doing M2 module, and this guy is doing M3 module. Task modules. Now tell me, all these developers, they will be working inside the laptops or not? They'll be working inside the laptops. Morning to evening, they worked very hard and developed all the Java code, whatever code it is. And she or he closed the laptop, left home. She came tomorrow and opened the laptop. Laptop crashed. Laptop crashed. All the code is gone. How much developed they have put the effort, so many weeks, months, all the code is gone or not? So is it recommended to keep the code on your local machine? Chite, is it recommended to keep the code in your local machine, in your laptop? No, because anytime that laptop might go off or something might happen. So what do we recommend? To keep this code somewhere in other place, remote place. Yes or no? So would you keep the code in your place, in your laptop? You develop, you keep it. But end of the day, you don't keep it in your laptop. You push it into some place. Push it into some place. And what is this place? We'll talk. So Nana, there is one place where we call it as central repository. What is that? So I'll be pushing all the code. Day 1 will be pushing all the code to central repository. This is called here central repository. So all these people, what they do now? Use the word called push. What they do? Push. Say, push. So all the code they will push. They will push into this central repository. They will push. Okay, they will push it. So, Nana, M1 module will be there here commonly, plus M2 will be there, plus M3. All modules will be there in this central repository. So this central repository, we also call it as whatever the developer is developing the code. Can we call the code as source code? Nana, can we call it as a source code? What is that? Source code. That source code I am managing into that central repository. That's why we call it as SCM. What is that? SCM meaning source code management. What is it? Where are you managing? In the central repository. Now, a central repository meaning it's not a directory. There are few tools to set up this central repository. And which is most common tool that you might be using is which one? Git or GitHub. What is that? SVN, GitLab, or Bitbucket. So these are all the source code management that we have in the industry. Which one, Nana? So let us take a example of Git. Which one? Git is a source code management tool. Git is a source code management tool. What is that? Source code management tool, where you will be pushing all the code into the Git. So you might be, okay, I should not go deeper, but I cannot stop going deeper by myself. What is the difference between Git to GitHub? Have you heard about GitHub? And by the way, how many of you are going to DevOps classes? To here online? So do you know the difference between Git and GitHub? Kita kilo? Right. So, so Git is basically you can create your repository by yourself, whereas GitHub is a cloud-based repository. It's a local repository, and GitHub is a cloud-based repository. So Git meaning you need to install on the server, you need to set up, you need to manage, you need to secure, you need to configure everything by yourself. Whereas GitHub is completely managed by the provider. So directly you go and click on create repository, repository will get created in the GitHub. Okay, so what you guys are doing is you guys are pushing the code. What is it doing? You push the code to Git. Now let's say, for example, developer 4 came. Who? Developer 4 joined the team and he said, hey, what's up, developer 1, 2, 3, what's up? And they said that, hey, we are developing M1, M2, M3 modules. Oh, good. Can I see? So the developer 4 will go and say, mama, developer 1, give me the code. Ba, developer 2, give me the code. But developer 3, give me the code. Will you keep on aduking? No. He'll keep on asking? No. So what he need to do is, they will say, hey, the latest code is there already in the Git. They'll say this. The latest code is there in the Git. Get it from Git. So what the developer 4 will do is pull the code. What's that? Pull the code. Pull, push. Pull, push. Git is all about pull and push. Pulling, pushing. Understood? So whenever you want, once you are done with the entire code, by end of the day, push it to Git. And next day morning, pull it and work it. And another important thing here, which I cannot stop saying. Now, developer 1 is there, developer 2. Let's say, for example, these are all junior developers. Who? Junior developers. Nana, can I say this is master repository? What is that? Master. Or I can call it as, before I go here, I am introducing a concept called branches. What is that? Branch. Now tell me, all these junior developers can directly push the code here in central repository? This is the main code what I have. What code? Main code, clean code, perfect code. Can any junior developer can directly push the code to that main code? He might be doing all kind of nasty work. That nasty work will also get and pushed into that main code. No, is it good to push the code directly there, or we use the word called merge? What is that? So whatever the data that you have, will you merge to that master repository? Not good, no. For that reason, we have a concept called branches. What is that? Branches. So you'll be having a master branch. What is it, Nana? Master branch. You'll be having a master branch. And all these developers, what they do is they will create their own branches. Instead of directly going talking to CM, they will talk to the assistants. So here, he will create branch 1, branch 2, and then branch C. So every individual developers create their own branches. And then here, M1 module will be developed here, M2 module will be developed here, M3 module will be developed here, M4, they'll create their own branches. And finally, once the work is done, once the work is done by the developers, what they need to do, they need to push it to the master, no? They need to, end of the day, they need to push it to master. But is it good directly to push to the master? No. What they do is here, they should not merge. Actually, what we need to do, instead of full push, we call it as merge. So is it good to merge to the master branch directly? For that reason, here we have something called reviewer. Who is that? Reviewer. VI. Okay. Reviewer, or you create a feature branch. Yes, Ashok. Right? Or you call it as pull request. What is that? Pull request. So basically, you create a pull request. Whatever the work you have done, pull request is nothing but, Are Babu, manager or team lead, I have completed my work. Please review it and then push it to merge it to master. So what this guy will do is, he will review your pull request and then he will merge it to the master. He will merge it to the master. Understand, Nana? So Git is all about these things. So you create a branches things and you create a work on the branches, and whatever the work that you had done, create a pull request, and your reviewer will review the request and he will merge it to the master code. So end of the day, this master branch will have the latest clean code or not? Understood? Is it clear till here, everyone? Okay. Now assume online, is it clear, Nana? Okay, good. So now we have this clean code and clear code here. And what is the next step here is, Nana, you need to build. What's that? The code is ready. And what you need to do is, you need to build it. You need to build the code. So for building the code, what are the tools that you use? Have you heard about Maven? Ant, Gradle, and your favorite Jenkins. What you guys will be doing is, using these tools, your code will be built. What does it build meaning? It will check the entire code, right? And also you have something called, okay, so this will build. Once the entire build is successful, it will go to the next step. Otherwise, if build fails, what is it, Nana? If build fails, again, it will go back to the developer and say that, hey, build is failed, please check it. That means something is wrong there. If build is success or passed, it will go to the next level. You're getting it? Okay, assume that now build is passed. Now, while it is building, testing should be happening or not? No. Whatever the developer has written the code, all the testing should be happening. That means, let's say, I have developed a code saying that A plus B is equal to C, example. So all the testers, what they do is, they will write the test scenarios saying that really A plus B is equal to C, whether A is working or not, B is taking the value or not, C is value, the result is correct or not. So all these things they will be checking it. So these testers will write the test cases using, have you heard about this? Selenium, or you use something called JUnit. Okay. So once the testing is done, no, the code is free, correct? Build is passed, testing is done. So that meaning clean code, we got it now, project has now. Yes, now here we go to artifacts will get created. What is that, Nana? Artifacts. Artifacts. Good. So that meaning artifacts is nothing but whatever the code that you have developed, it's a zip file or war file. Yes or no? Entire project will be one folder only, no? The code will be a zip file, no? So here also artifacts meaning your zip file. Where do you store all these things? We call it as JFrog or Nexus. So what is your zip file, your war file, all this will come under the artifact. So that zip file, that war file contains their actual clean, super extraordinary code, which is passed through build, testing, everything. Clean code. Yes or no? You are using you're using your favorite phone and everything is working properly or not in the phone. So can developer will directly develop and give the phone to you? No, there will be lot of build will happen, test will happen, test cases will happen. They will check it, test it, everything once is done, they will release it to the production. Similarly here also. So whenever the code is developed, code is reviewed, code functionality will check. There are so many things. Functionality checking will also be there, right? And then testing will be happening, build will be happening. After that, finally, the output, the finally zip file will be generated. So now we have the zip file. So we are ready. Now what we need to do? Next phase is deployment. What is that? Next phase is deployment. Nana, where are you deploying? On the EC2 instances. Where are you deploying? So what are the tools that you use for deployment? Many people use Jenkins, Bamboo, TeamCity, Circle CI. So like this, you have so many tools available. Yes, you deploy also. Yes, there are so many tools are there. Using these tools, what these tools will do? This tool will take the code and deploy on the EC2 instances. Will you deploy it or tools will deploy? If you want to deploy manually, how many machines will you deploy? Not possible, no? So these tools will be deploying automatically on all to the destinations. Let's say, for example, all of a sudden you want to do some changes, some configuration changes that you need to do. So here we have something called configuration management tools. Configuration management tools. What are the tools that you know? So if you want to do some configuration changes, so what are the tools that you use? Ansible. Yes or no? Have you? No, not yet. So Ansible is there, and then Chef is there, Puppet is there. Chef, Puppet are old ones. Which is the latest one? Ansible is the most commonly popular configuration management tool that people are using nowadays. So inside the Ansible, you create something called playbooks. I will not talk about playbooks because it's not a good time to talk. So you create a playbooks in the ML language, you create it, and then you use that, and this will go and do all the configurations automatically into the machines. This Ansible will do the con. So if you want to install something, if you want to change something, if you want to do something on all the machines, you can use this configuration management tools. You're getting it? You're getting it? Okay. Let's say, guys, now important. See, let's say I need version 2 now. Which one? Version 2 will be developed by whom? Developers. Version 2 will be developed by developers. See here. See here. See here. Version 2 will be developed by the developers. Automatically, they will push it to the GitHub. From there, automatically build. From here, continuously it will testing. Continuously, it is generating the artifacts. And here it is going and deploying continuously into the destinations. And this is called, so Nana, we are integrating all these things or not? So this is called continuous integration and continuous deployment. We call it as CI/CD. What is that? CI/CD. Continuous integration and continuous deployment. So we call it a CI/CD process. What process, Nana? CI/CD process. CI/CD process. So using the CI/CD process, you will be doing another CD, which is called continuous delivery. So for your customers, your version 2 will be continuously delivered. You got it? And just now I also told you there is something called infrastructure as a code. Instead of creating manually setting up everything, can we write a code and can automate it? Which is the most common tool that we use? In AWS, it is cloud formation. Is this clear? Is this clear? Everyone? So here destination is EC2 instance. What is that? Is it only EC2 instance destination? Good question. No? The destination is only EC2 instance. So end of the day, your application will be only on EC2 instance. See here, I'll tell you the multiple destinations. Assume the destination can be your physical machine also. Yes or no? What is there on the physical machine at the bottom? Hey, our childhood classes. On the bottom, you have what? Hardware. Yeah. How come if you forget the LKG classes, what that we did? On top of it, what you have? OS. On top of it, what you have? Application. That is a physical machine. From physical machine, we have migrated to where? Virtualization, no? Yes or no? So then we have a host machine, right? So we have a host machine. In the host machine, what do you have in the bottom? Hardware. You have a hardware. On top of it, what do you have? Hardware. On top of it. On top of it, virtual machines. And each virtual machine has its own OS and hardware, own OS and own application. So like this, can we create multiple virtual machines? Okay. Understood? This is what we're doing in AWS or not? So this is AWS. What is this virtual machines called? So your destination can be on physical machine. Your destination can be on the EC2 instance. Virtual machine is nothing but EC2 instance. Latestly, now we have got something like this. Take this is a host machine. It can be a physical machine also. No. This can be a physical also. This can be a virtual machine also. In the bottom, obviously, if you take, you will have a hardware. On top of it, what you have? OS is there. If you take a virtual machine, what is there in the bottom? Hardware. On top of it, OS. And top of it, applications. How many applications will you keep? Generally, in one virtual machine. In one virtual machine, how many applications will you keep? Only one. Obviously, one. Is it a two-tier architecture? Is it recommended to keep multiple applications in the same machine? What will happen? Fight will happen, right? So you don't create. On top of it, what you do is, Nana, here is you create something called containers. What is that? Nana, what is this called? Containers. You are not creating virtual machines. You are creating what? Container. Each container will have its own application. And application doesn't need any hardware, any operating system. Directly, it's a container where you can keep the application. And this can be achieved using a concept called Docker. Is a concept called Docker. So we call it as a Docker technology or containerization. We call what we call containers. So containers meaning where you can create a container. That container contain hardware. That container contain operating system. No. See here, guys. See here. In virtual machine, we have hardware, operating system, everything. But here you don't contain any hardware. You don't contain any operating system. Directly application will work. It's very lightweight. It's very lightweight. Understood what is called Docker here? And later, also we got one more technology. One more technology here. You have something called pods. What is it, Nana? Pods. 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 Pod. This is one pod, another pod, another pod, and each pod contains the application. And all these pods can be, and also this contain the containers, right? And this is called here Kubernetes. What is it, Nana? Kubernetes. I'll call it as K8s. What is that? K8s. So your destination can be a physical machine. Your destination can be a virtual machine, which is EC2. Your destination can be a Docker. Your destination can be a Kubernetes. This is the trend that market is now following. So I made you perfect till here, till EC2. Then in DevOps, you will be learning Docker and Kubernetes mainly. You understand? And also here, Nana, how beautiful AWS is. Every service that we are talking, you are learning here. What are the service? Git is there, Jenkins is there, Selenium is there, JFrog, Bamboo, Ansible, Terraform, all this Docker, Kubernetes, all these tools are there, no? And these tools, you need to install, manage, maintain, secure, configure by yourself. But our beloved AWS did what, you know? These are now services. These are now services. So you know need to work on Git. I mean, you know to configure, manage, do everything on the Git. There is something called code commit. What is that? In AWS, there is a service called code commit. For build purpose, there is a service called code build. What is that? Artifacts. Can you put it in S3? Zip files. And here we have in AWS, we call it as code deployment. What is that? You're getting it, right? And then here for Terraform, you have cloud formation. So CI/CD can be done easily. We call it as code pipeline. What is that? So code pipeline is the combination of code commit plus code build. After that code build, code artifacts, that meaning S3. After that, code deployment. So this everything is automated. This everything is automated. You create a pipeline and then start the pipeline. Automatically, continuous integration will happen. Continuous deployment will happen to your EC2 or whichever destination is. And another very important thing is you don't need to go deeper into the Docker. Of course, you learn Docker, but you don't need to set up Docker, install Docker engines and all these things. But here there is a service which is related to Docker, which is called ECS. What is that? Elastic Container Service. What is that? Container Service. It is a service from AWS. Directly you can create the directly you can create the containers there. And for Kubernetes also there is something called EKS, Elastic Kubernetes Service. Elastic Kubernetes service. So you don't need to die maintaining, configuring Kubernetes. Directly you can go clusters in ECS in AWS and connect it. And it's completely managed by everyone are moving to AWS. So for me, it is impossible for you to teach ECS, EKS and all. Because why? You need to learn first core DevOps. You need to learn what is Docker. You need to learn what is how to set up, configure, maintain, do everything. You need to install Kubernetes. You need to there kubeadmin. There are so many things are there inside it. You need to learn all these things. Do automation in AWS. Without the core, can you do automation? For that reason here, you have to learn. Once you learn DevOps, please come back to, not to me, go to AWS console and see what is ECS is, EKS is. You understand? You understand? You understand? So, mail me, Priyanka. You understand, guys? Everyone. So, applications can be deployed in physical machine, virtual machine, that meaning EC2, Docker, or Kubernetes. Now, in order to monitor all these things, we need to monitor or not? We need to do the monitoring. What is the tools that we use for monitoring purpose? Nagios, your favorite Splunk, favorite Datadog, Grafana, etc., etc. So many. I use so many tools till now. Valhalla, I used OpsView, I have used Ignite, I have used, right? Splunk, I have used Datadog, I have used Grafana, I have used Nagios, 17 years, right? You understand? So once you get experience, you will be having, because multiple customers, multiple requirement, multiple technologies offer multiple tools. Which is the most, which is our AWS monitoring tool? CloudWatch. You understand? So this DevOps is a cycle. DevOps is a cycle. What you need to first you gather. Remember SDLC in your childhood? Software development lifecycle. So here also in DevOps, what we have is you take the requirements, collect it, and then start. Okay, I'll show you this here. Give me. We are, sir. How do you know every subject in detail? Magic, Divya. Okay, so DevOps. If you just put DevOps, you go to image, and if you take it is it looking for me like this or? Okay. Okay. If I take an example like this, so this is the life cycle of DevOps. This is the life cycle of DevOps. So first, what you need to plan. After that, you need to code. After that, you need to build, test, release, and deploy. And once you deploy, you operate and then monitor. So what I told you is today, all the phases I told you, and then in each phase, you have the tools. So where do you keep all the code? In Git or GitLab. So which is the tool that we use for build purpose? Maven, Gradle, right? And then Sonar Cube is for different purpose. So and then test, you can test it using Selenium, JUnit user. Release, you can release it through Jenkins, you can do the deployments, right? And you can do the deployments in Docker, containers, in AWS EC2 and all. How do you operate? Using Ansible, configuration management tools. And then you can put it in Kubernetes. And then monitoring purpose, I told you Grafana, Greylock is there, Splunk is there, Datadog, so many things are there. So it is a life cycle. It is a life cycle. So this is one class from me on DevOps. You liked it? How much info that you got? So those who are attending the DevOps, how is it? Right? DevOps in one paint. DevOps in one paint. This is the DevOps. And what the DevOps engineer will do? All these things they'll do. So you need to learn in each and every phase. You need to learn each and every tool there. There you need to learn Git, there you need to learn Jenkins, there you need to learn Nexus, there you need to learn some Bamboo or Jenkins or any code deployment. Ansible you need to learn, Terraform you need to learn, right? All these things you need to learn. Docker you need to learn, Kubernetes you need to learn. This is how you learn, this is what you learn in DevOps. Yes, crash course, DevOps in 1 hour. Yes. Nice. So now, as I said, you are not new to the DevOps anymore. Are you new to DevOps? Go and sit with the DevOps guys and talk about this. But now you don't know deeper into Kubernetes. You don't know Docker into detail, but you know what to use, when to use, where to use, what are the things that you use. That is a power and match. Okay. So this is the token of appreciation from me to you, this DevOps class. Okay. Good. Okay. So any questions, Nana? Which one is better after AWS Azure or DevOps? Which one is after AWS? After AWS, go with DevOps 100%. Then have one Python with you. Once you are done and you are working on it, and if you are feeling bored and you want to learn something, then go for Azure. AWS, DevOps, Python, Azure. That is your career. Okay. Good. So today I took a lot of time. So screenshots you want to take it. Take the screenshots. Actually, today I thought to unmute online people, but that fellow admin is not here available to put the speaker and all. Otherwise, what I used to do is every batch last day, I'll allow online people to speak. So they will be sharing all their the love and affection throughout the course, and in me, they'll talk a lot. But unfortunately, here there is no chance today. Yeah. But yeah, take the screenshot. Okay. And the next. Keep my lovely, nice paints with you forever. This will help you a lot. Plus, but my only humble request is do not share these screenshots to anyone publicly, right? So because this is my asset, this is how I put the effort on you guys. So please don't share it to anyone. Keep it with you. Yeah. Okay. So I have one. So guys, if I enable, is that your brain or small side cloud cell? How much data is in it? That a wonderful comment, Jeevan. Okay. So okay. So what I do is let's try one small thing. Guys, I have given option to unmute it. Can you online people, can you unmute? Unmute once and say hello.
Hello.
Oh,
Hello,
okay, it
sir.
looks like
Hello. Good morning.
Hi sir, hi
Good
sir.
morning, sir. How are you?
Hi, sir.
coming. Okay, so you guys, we can hear you, but it's very little sound from the speaker. It is coming here. But fine. So anyone want to speak? But if you want to speak, no more technical. Till these many 60 days, we have been talking about technical. If you want to speak few last words, because today is last class, online people, can someone talk? Yeah, you can talk. Let's see if we can hear or not. Online, you can talk.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hello, sir.
Hello,
This
ma.
is Vishakha.
Vishaka, hi.
Yeah, so this was an extremely informative class, and I'm not sure what will I do next week. Now this is ending. It's a bit difficult to not join back at 9 o'clock.
Ayo.
And you are an amazing teacher. I'm not sure if I can attend any other lecture on any other topic. It's going to be very difficult for me.
Ayo.
It's an it's I mean, I'm extremely grateful for all your all the information which you have shared, and all your teachings. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you very much, ma. Vishaka. Thank you for the kind words. And I wish you very all the best for your future endeavors, Nana. All the very best.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Next, Priyanka,
Hello
if
sir,
you.
am I audible?
Yes.
Hi sir, this is Harsha speaking, and I felt that the course was extremely useful. So actually, I'm a junior developer right now. So I want to know, how do you manage teaching classes and your work, sir?
Hmm. Offline, can you hear? You can hear, yeah? Very nice. Okay. So good. So he wanted to know how I manage both teaching and my office work. Good question, but it's a confidential thing. But yes, see, um, initially I was on my own world, working job, going home, working with. So I spent almost 17 years, right? So as in my after 17 years, you will be in a position where you just need to instruct, where we will not be going and working as like a juniors that will be work. So what we'll be doing is, for me, I'm telling you directly that I'll be taking mostly the clients facing related new projects and all, and then I'll be delivering to the team. And of course, morning and evening we'll take the class. And the morning, I mean, from after this time. Anyways, you see my laptop in front of me, right? So this is online with me. So it's just in case if something is, then I'll be attending here itself. Because instead, working is fine, but teaching is my passion. I love teaching, right? So you can see my passion in my teaching, right? So teaching is my passion. So that's the main reason. If you like something, some work, how much difficult it is, it will be very sweet for you. That is the main thing. And also, I wanted to spread my knowledge to everyone, whatever I have, because industry in the market, people like you are, so many students are there where they are not able to find the right people, right trainer to learn actual AWS cloud. So many people work for money, but I'm not that kind of person. But I want to teach you, inject all the technical subject in your brains without pain, right? So yeah, thank you for giving me chance to talk about that. Sir, I feel so sad that I'm missing your classes and your voice. Your sir. Thank you, Nana. Thank you, Sresta. Yes, I'll be missing too. Any other online? Online.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you, sir?
Azamo, I'm good.
Yeah. Yes, how are you, sir? And how
I'm
is
good.
your
I'm
health?
good. Yeah.
It's very sad to that from next week onwards we are not here, and inshallah we'll be keep in touch with your email, sir.
Definitely. Definitely.
Regarding about my job profile, anything is there, my immediately I will keep with you. Can you hear, sir? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Situations, Anga.
Yeah, situations are. No,
Right.
yeah, okay, okay. It was with all peoples are together. Very nice conversation with everyone. And Assalamu alaikum and goodbye
Okay.
to everyone. No? Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Take
Thank you,
care of
Azam. Thank
and
you.
take care
All
of
the
your
very
health,
best,
sir.
Azam. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Sir, your
Next,
classes are very fun-filled, sir.
can you come again?
Your classes are filled with fun, sir.
Fun. Yeah. 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 Next,
That's why
Nana.
we were able to enjoy learning AWS.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you, Harsha. Any other online?
Yeah, hello, sir. This is Pratyusha.
Hi, Ma Pratisha.
Hi. I really want to thank you for giving us such an amazing course. So I still remember the first day. Within like few minutes, like I got to know that you are the trainer I'm looking for. So, and I really thank you for the course, sir.
Thank you, Pratisha. Thank you. And all the very best for your future.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for the kind words, Nana. Thank you. Yes, next. This is the only time that you can talk. Come on. Online. Next. Anyone offline? Ajo? You need to talk in mic, huh?
हेलो गाइस दिस इज आरिफ हियर मैं जब कोर्स स्टार्ट होने से पहले 2 महीने से वेट कर रहा था सर की क्लास के लिए मेरे भाई यहाँ पे कज़न उन्होंने जावा पूरा करे थे यहाँ पे तो उन्होंने रिकमेंड करे थे मेरे को AWS के क्लासेस अगर कर रहे हैं तो अटेंड रियाज सर के करो लेकिन जब मैं आया था तब कोर्स स्टार्ट हो गया था तो फिर मैं वेट करा 1 महीना 1.5 महीने के बाद में जब सर का मिला अपॉर्चुनिटी यहाँ पे ज्वाइन होने का मिल गया अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह एंड आई गॉट जॉब आल्सो ऑन AWS अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह so within 15 days I will get offer letter maybe so it's a very सर कुछ भी बोला सर समझने आया मैं मैकेनिकल बैकग्राउंड से हूँ पहले तो थोड़ी चीज़ें समझने नहीं आई थी जो भी है चीज़ें जैसे कि सर्वर्स वगैरह वो ये तो सब चीज़ें नहीं घुस रही थी तो सर से स्टार्टिंग में थोड़े बहुत ज़्यादा क्वेश्चंस करता था कि अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह सब चीज़ बताए ऐसा नहीं ऐसा करो बोले भी एंड एट लास्ट आई गॉट जॉब अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह और मैं पास आउट 2017 का हूँ कुछ भी मेरा एक्सपीरियंस नहीं था बीच में गैप वगैरह बहुत है लेकिन सब चीज़ें AWS के थ्रू हो गई सेलेनियम भी करा सेलेनियम करके उसको छोड़ दिया उसके बाद में AWS पकड़ा चलो अब फ्लाई करना है खाली बस थैंक यू सर
He's good. Very good, Arif, and congratulations, bottom of my heart. And that's a way to go. So today is Arif, and next turn is yours, right? Wait for the opportunity. That's what I said. Wait for the opportunity. Once the opportunity comes, you no need to look back. That's how deeper we have learned the AWS, right? You can see the proof. Congratulations, Mirbai. Very good. Very good. Yes. Anyone? Anyone offline?
Sir, this is Sharath.
Online.
Actually, sir, am I audible?
Yes, Sarath.
Yeah. Firstly, thank you, sir. Thank you so much for the knowledge that you have shared with us. I'm so happy. Especially like I was initially when I was searching in Google how to learn AWS. It was so difficult, sir. It's very difficult to start. From where to start, we don't know how to start also. And you have given us a great platform by giving very good knowledge. And from here on, especially EC2 instances, how to start. It's become very easy for us right now. I'm so
Yeah.
happy that you have given this sort of knowledge. And from here on, we can kickstart and we can go ahead from here on. So thank you so much for your great knowledge. That's what I can say. I mean, like, I've gone through a lot of courses, but this sort of knowledge no one has given me. That's for sure. I'm so happy with your kind of teaching, the paints that you have given us. I have almost like I prepared a book of your paintings. I
Oh,
took
nice.
I prepared one book actually. So it was so informative. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you. Thank you, Sarath. Thank you for the kind words and all the very best.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir.
So, any other or okay?
Hi,
Yeah.
sir. Am I audible?
Yes, yes, you are.
Uh, thank you so much, sir. You put so much effort in doing these paints, and it is very interesting to learn this kind of new learning, sir. It's first time experience for me,
Yeah.
new learning like this. Thank you so much for your effort, sir.
Thank you, Suresh. Okay. So, I am okay. I removed now. Fine. So I took as a couple of, I mean, few 1 hour extra. So I don't want to waste your time again. Uh, yeah. So few words. Thank you, sir, for your time. Super. Very good, Hitesh. Put that into the public so that other people get the confidence. Okay. So few words from me. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so every day, I mean, every batch, the last day is quite emotional all the time for you and me, for everyone, because some people cannot come out. I can feel you, how you are thinking inside. I really respect on that. I know. And, you know, the fun we used to have, the teaching, the time that we spent is really remarkable. It's very, very, very nice and good. So myself and Naresh IT will be missing you so dearly from next day. And I wish you very all the best for your entire future and future endeavors. And I pray God, and if you are younger than me, I bless you to get well settled soon, right? And what I would say is, there are so many people like Arif. Arif came and he spoke about his achievement. Like this, there are so many people will be there. They have already mailed me also that they got the job, they got settled, they got promotions, they got increment, they achieved that and this. Whenever I read and hear all these things, I feel very proud because that is my achievement, right? And then a non-IT person, especially like Arif, who is a mechanical engineer, I got a job in AWS, right? That's a big, big achievement. Not only Arif, there are so many people like this. My sisters also here, like, homemakers, those who had a gap, they also came to IT and then they are on the team lead positions now. I feel very happy when they meet me here personally, right? So time will come for you also. Wait for the opportunities. I really bless and wish you very all the best for your career, Nana. And the last thing what I would say is, of course, many people say that you remember me always, and there is no teacher like you. And also, so many people also send in emails that says, since my childhood, since my school days, college days, I have never met the teacher like you. That is a really great achievement for me, and I really respect. And it's been honored to teach you, my dear, lovely, beloved 9 a.m. students. Whenever you reach the heights, Nana, whenever you reach the heights, whenever you reach in AWS IT technology, whenever you feel that, yes, I achieved, just sit and give a smile. That smile will reach me, right? So, uh, yeah. So there are so many people again, like, trying to, because I feel very emotional because one person, he was in ICU. I don't know. Many people say that, sir, your teaching, your voice is that and this and this, but I take it as compliment. It's really good. But especially the person who met with an accident, he was in ICU. And once after 2 days or 3 days, once he's back into conscious, he insisted that I want to listen AWS rehearsal classes. And he started listening, and God grace, and that somehow he felt that, I don't know what's, I don't know, I don't have any words. He recovered very quickly. That's how people love the gurus and teachers uh, when you take it to heart. So thank you very much for giving me that place in your hearts. Uh, Again, I'm wishing you all the very best for every one of you. And this is your Ria sir signing off. Thank you and Jai Hind. Bye bye.